coverage you can count on continues with Heather Herron and Brett Thomas.
Fort for Fitness is less than a month away. Each week, News Channel 15's Hannah Strong will introduce you to someone who is running one of the races.
She joins us now with Frank Murphy's story, one that a lot of you might relate to.
This year, at the request of past runners, Fort for Fitness added a full marathon, 26.2 miles. That's the race Frank Murphy will run. But just 3 years ago, Frank would not have been able to walk, much less run even part of that race.
I was morbidly obese. I lost 90 pounds in the program. When I started running, it was really cool because I'm losing weight. So it was nice to see the effect of my effort show up on the scale. And then when I got to it, I don't lose weight when I run anymore.
But losing weight isn't the goal anymore.
The celebration finale event for us, each of the contestants, is to run a half marathon. And for me that year, we did Fort for Fit. And so when I crossed the finish line in September 2013, that was my first half marathon. I felt like such a beast. I was at a full sprint when I went into the ball field. And to just come around, you just talk about feeling so strong. After finishing Fort for Fit, I thought, man, I can't believe I just went farther than I ever thought I could go. And then I thought, how far can I go?
But for Frank, the story doesn't end with him.
One of the ways I've enjoyed giving back to the Fort Wayne Smallest Winner program is as a running coach or a running mentor. And I can run with current contestants, and I've been privileged the last few years to actually run their first half marathon side by side with a contestant. So I remember what I felt like when I crossed the finish line, and I have no problem whatsoever living vicariously through each season of contestants as they do it too. I'm not sure which one feels better. I like them both.
Frank works at Brotherhood Mutual, and he had the idea to start a similar program there after a coworker passed away unexpectedly.
Somebody made the comment, Frank, this could have been you, and it really could have been. And so the more we talked about it, I thought, boy, how cool would it be if I could get the people I work with to do what I did in Smallest Winner? How could I pay it back to the people who invested so much in me?
Fort Wayne's Smallest Winner now partners with Brotherhood Mutual to do a pared back version of their season in that workplace.
I'm a better person for it, and the quality of my life has improved dramatically.
Here's what Frank said when asked why he gives so much of his time as a certified running coach back to Smallest Winner and Fort for Fitness.
Somebody else did it for me. So if I can provide a spark or a piece of encouragement or something that would help somebody just step forward on that path, that I know what the end of the line looks like. I know what it feels like to get there. So I want to help that guy get to that spot.
You'll find Frank running the full marathon with the 10-minute mile sign, helping runners stay on pace to finish in less than 4.5